I want to just take a minute and use video to explain this because it's easier. A friend of mine that's a pastor in New York was a guest speaker in, I believe it was Virginia, at a large church of about 7,000 people. The pastor surprised him on the platform with a question when he introduced him and said, "What can this church do to help you right now, the most immediate?" And he said it surprised him that he had no thought, and all of a sudden it came out of his mouth, and he's speaking it, and he knew it was from God because he didn't even know what he was going to say. And he said, "I would like to challenge every member here to go out and buy a tube of toothpaste and bring it back. And that would be this week's challenge, to see how many would just go out and buy one tube of toothpaste only. Now, if you get a bargain, you want to buy more, that's up to you, but you're only challenged to buy one tube of toothpaste." And he said that the pastor, after he introduced him, I believe it was right then, started to leave the platform. And he said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going right now," before everybody rushes out and gets theirs. And they went all out and bought tubes of toothpaste. He said by the time the evening got there, it was a real surprise in the fact that everybody was coming to him and they were excited that there was 2-for-1 sales, there was all kinds of bargains, and they literally had thousands of tubes of toothpaste that came in. Well, they set this thing for 6 weeks. Every week something different was a challenge. By the end of the time, they had almost enough to fill a container. Can you imagine one church, no heavy expenses, going out and just buying one item? And it was coming in by the thousands. And what was beautiful about it is the people were excited about it. Now, what we're going to put on here is a challenge for every church that supports David or wants to support or be involved with David in this ministry. And we're going to start out with, I'm going to believe God for, I believe it's Peanut Butter Day. That's one thing that is really, really needed down there and loved and expensive, but not up here. And so we'll start this out with about 3 or 4 Sundays, and then I'm going to get more input from David to find out what is some of the most important things that are not super expensive, that everybody could go out and just spend that much in a day and buy just one, or whatever God opens up. So please take the challenge, pastors. This is something that could be really exciting and fun, and most of all, you're blessing the kids. You're ministering to the kids. This is what's beautiful. Everybody is part of this thing, and we can all feel a part of it.